afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to IREX Residency and Citizenship Conclave Virtual Edition. It's great to have you all joining us from different countries, along with our esteemed speaker on this platform. Looking at these challenging times, we at GMN Media have put together this platform as an opportunity to educate all our esteemed investors, investment bankers, lawyers, immigration consultants about attractive citizenship and residency programs on offer. This presentation will be for 15 minutes, followed by 10 minutes of Q&As. I would request all our attendees to be on active speaker mode. During time of Q&A, all attendees are requested to click the raise your hand button on your screen, and you will be allowed to ask your question. We will unmute you so that you can ask your question. Since we only have 10 minutes for Q&As, in case you don't get a chance to ask your question or your query remains unanswered, the presenter will be available to speak to you in their virtual booth at the IREX Residency and Citizenship Virtual Exhibition. We will post the link on the chat for your reference. Without further delay, I would like to introduce Ms. Kateryna, PR Manager for Amber Star Real Estate, Portugal. She will be presenting on things you don't know about investments and golden visa in Portugal, the new rules. Over to you, Kateryna.
Hello, everybody. So let's start our presentation. Today, I will speak about golden visa program in Portugal and how it will change starting from 2021. And let's proceed. So here we have four main types of investments in real estate in Portugal. So it's golden visa investment. It's real estate, direct investment, business, and investment in science or culture. Starting from the 1st of January 2022, the golden visa program will proceed some changes, and now I will explain which exactly. So here we have direct investment. Here we have two options. First option, the investor invests 1 million euros on one of the Portuguese banks or 350,000 minimum investment in venture funds. This rule is still valid during 2021, but starting from the 1st of January 2022, the sums will increase from 1 million to 1,500,000 and from 350,000 euros to 500,000 minimum investment. Then we have business investments, and business investments we have two options. First option is when an investor wants to start his own company in Portugal, and in this case it's necessary to create 10 job positions and maintain them valid during the next 5 years. The second option, if the investor doesn't want to start his own business in Portugal, it's possible to invest 350,000 in one of the already existing company. And in this case, the invested company is obliged to maintain 5 job positions within 5 years. And starting from the 2022, we will have just changes in second option. First option will stay unchangeable, and second option will change in the following way: 350,000 minimum investment will change into 500,000 minimum investment. Then we have investment in science and cultural heritage. In this case, are 350,000 minimum investment into scientific research or 2,050 minimum investment in cultural heritage. Starting from the next year, we will have changes just in scientific research. It will increase from 350,000 till 500,000 minimum investment, and investment in cultural heritage will stay unchangeable. Then we are proceeding to probably the most interesting part of the Portuguese golden visa program, real estate investments. Here we have two options which are still valid till the end of 2021. First option, the investor has a 50,000 minimum investment in realty independently of its category or location, or 350,000 euros investment in realty located in rehabilitation areas or those that have more than 30 years old. Or the investor can get 20% discount if the property is situated in low population density areas. In this case, are 400,000 euros or 280,000 euros minimum investment. But from the 2022, again, from the 1st of January, we will proceed the following changes. First of all, we will have the split into commercial and residential property. The rules will stay unchangeable for all commercial property. Everything will stay the same, but residential property, the minimum first option is the residential property in territories of interior Portugal, Azores and Madeira. Will have the cost 500,000 minimum investment or 350,000 minimum investment if the property is in a rehabilitation area. And also, very important, that areas of Porto, Lisbon, and all of the coast of Portugal will no longer be eligible for investment in residential property for purpose of securing a golden visa. And the territories of Madeira and the Azores will be included to the low population density territories. So once again, I repeat that still till the end of 2021, it is possible to buy a residential property and apply for a golden visa in Lisbon, Porto, and coastal area. Then here we have the maps, interior Portugal on the left and on the right, low population density territories, which will be already eligible starting from 2022. And most important, why we talk about Portuguese golden visa, why it's so popular. So first of all, first residence permit acquisition, the investor needs just 8-9 months to receive the first residence permit to apply for golden visa, and then mandatory stay in Portugal are just 14 days for each 2 years term of residence permit, with the possibility to apply for Portuguese citizenship already in 5 years. So it means that the investor has to stay just 14 days, not all 5 days in 5 years in Portugal. And it's not necessary to stay here 7 years, just 5 years. Then Portugal is the only country where with such low investment, the investor can apply for citizenship practically without living here. Portugal also allows second citizenship. So the investor can keep his citizenship of origin. Then the investor can apply, can ask for golden visa for all of the family members, for wife, husband, children, even parents. Then also it opens open circulation in Schengen zone. It's possible to invest oneself or as a company. It's possible to buy 1, 2, or more properties to apply for a golden visa, depending on the cost of each property. Then, if the property has a price, let's say 8,100 euros, 1, 2 investors can buy the same property to invest to apply for a golden visa. Then the non-resident can apply for a mortgage in Portuguese bank up to 30 years for 70% of the total purchase. It's possible to rent the property already after chasing, after buying that, and it's possible to sell the property already after applying for citizenship. And most important, that it is possible to do all the process remotely. The investor doesn't have to stay all the time in Portugal, and we have our specialists who can do all the process remotely. Then Portugal is one of the safest countries in the world. It has high level of life, clean environment. And here I proceed with just some of our projects, some of our properties which we have in our database. One of them is Consultant's project development with apartments completely restored. Here you can see it. I'm showing you just some of the properties which we have, because we have a huge database of houses, villas, apartments in all over the Portugal. So here we are proceeding with the spa hotel in Algarve with a 7% of the yearly income during 30 years. And in this case, the investor can also sell the property already after 5 years after signing the documents. Here we have Loft commercial residence in Lisbon with 3% of yearly income within 5 years with the possibility to prolong the contract. And these are just one of the biggest, one of the big properties which we have, but we have much more, and we make a choice for, we help our client to search for properties individually, depending on what the client needs. And we work with best lawyers who always keep us updated, give us all the necessary information to for us to help our clients to do all the process remotely. You can visit our website for more information, and we are here to make your life easier. And now, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Sure. Thank you, Kateryna, for your presentation. We will now invite questions from the attendees. You are requested to click the raise your hand button on your screen, and we'll unmute you so that you can ask your question. Lavanya, over to you.
Hello. So we have a first question from Mohammed. Mohammed, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Mohammed.
Okay, we have another attendee asking a question here. Ajay, you can go ahead and ask your question, please. Vikrant, you can ask your question. You need to unmute yourself. Yes, yeah. Go ahead. Hi, Vikrant.
Hi. Can we sell the property once we get the citizenship?
Of course, already after applying, after having Portuguese citizenship, you can sell a property easily.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We have Praveen next. Hi, Praveen. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi.
Thank
so,
you. Hi, Praveen. Hello.
am I audible?
Yes, yes, we can hear you now.
All right. So thank you for this opportunity. I have two questions. First question is that what is the probability that if somebody is investing into a hotel, probably let's say Marriott or any of this, and they are giving a buyback guarantee, then that's something smoothly which can be done, kind of thing. What's your thought on that?
If I understood right, you are asking what buyback you have while buying commercial property, correct?
That's correct.
Yes. Yeah. So in this case, we are talking about residential property, of course, and let's say if it's a unit in a hotel, we have a property that gives 7% of the guaranteed yearly income during 30 years.
Mm-hmm. And sorry? Can a husband and a wife jointly invest, or how are the rules over there?
Sorry, one more time.
Sorry?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, so no problem. I'm asking that, can a husband and a wife jointly invest into a property?
Well.
Can I answer, Kateryna?
Yes, this is.
Hello, Praveen. I'm a general director of Amber Star. I'm a general director of Amber Star. My name is Oleg. yes, you can invest jointly with your wife, but just one of you will be the main investor, and your wife, for example, will apply for golden visa like your family member.
Okay. So what is the age till which my kids can, co-apply in this one?
Okay, so until 18 years old, your kids can apply for golden visa because they are your kids. But after 18 years old, it is possible to apply to golden visa too if your kids are depending of you. So they are studying, for example, in a university, they can apply for golden visa too. You just need to prove that they are studying in a university.
Okay. And if we are investing into a property like Marriott or Novotel or something like that, do we have a buyback kind of thing after 5 years or 6 years?
Yes, not in all of projects, but we have some projects where existing a buyback possibility, like in Marriott hotels and some more, but no many. If you are interested in buyback options, we need to explore more this situation, and we will propose you to invest just in properties with buyback option.
Okay. So I look forward to connect with you more offline to understand it further. Thank you.
Of course, anytime.
Thanks,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Praveen. Thank you. We have a next question from Nehal. Nehal, you can go ahead, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, I would like to ask whether the 2,80,000, that is 2,800,000 property easy to get, because there
Yeah,
are so
we
many
have some.
people investing and there are so less properties.
We have many properties for 280,000 options, like commercial properties and residential properties too.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks,
you.
thanks, Nehal. We have a next question from Ashish. Mr. Ashish, please unmute yourself. Yes, thank you.
I just wanted to know, since if you have an Indian passport, as far as my knowledge, you cannot hold any other passport. You have to surrender Indian passport. But you mentioned that Portugal allows second passport or second citizenship. But how will it work if we have an Indian passport?
Yeah, it is depending of Indian rules, and we don't know about it. What has happened in India. For Portugal, it is not a problem to have a second passport. If for India
Right.
it is not a problem too.
Ashish, I can quickly come in and answer that because I'm aware of that. The Indian government does not allow you to have a second citizenship. The Portuguese passport does. So there are several countries like, for example, Greece, Dominica, these countries, Turkey allows you to have dual citizenship. There are quite a few countries that you can go online and check, but India is one of the countries that don't allow you to have a dual citizenship. All right.
Right.
I
So
hope that answers the
Yeah,
question.
in this case, you can apply for permanent residence in Portugal. In this case, you will have all the rights like a Portuguese. You just cannot vote.
Right. So which means that if I have to apply for the Portugal citizenship, I will have to surrender the Indian passport, right?
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Ashish. We have another question from Mr. Inder. Hi, Inder, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, dear. Actually, I joined the webinar late, so I just need to know that what is the minimum investment proposal in Portugal to go for residency?
It is 280,000 euros.
Yeah.
It's 280,000 euros.
Yes.
And do we have to pay in one slot, or we can pay in any installments? So we have to pay in one install.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Do we have to pay 280,000 euros in one-time payment, or we can pay in like in 2-3 times? We can pay that 280,000 euros in 3 or 4 slots, or we have to pay one time?
You can pay in sometimes. You can pay in sometimes, but you can pay in some time. But you just can apply for golden visa when you will already will pay all the amount of 280,000.
Okay, so we have to pay in one time. It's a one-time payment.
Yes,
No.
usually is.
Normally, yes, but you can make transfers, several transfers to have 280. And when you already have all the amount ready, you can apply
Yeah.
you can buy property and apply for golden visa. You understood it right? Yeah.
So who helps in buying the property? You help or somebody other helps in buying the property there? Who helps from, as we are sitting in India and we have to buy a property in Portugal. So who helps? Who shows us property?
Okay, we will provide our lawyers who will take care of all of the process. And actually, you buy the property, you will buy the property, but the lawyers will sign for you with your power of attorney.
Okay, so they will be giving me a power of attorney to buy the property. Is it right? That's
Yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks,
Thank you.
Inder. We have a question from our registered attendees. Mr. Girish from Mumbai, he's asked that can one instantly mortgage the property bought in Portugal to invest into a local business? Kateryna?
Yes, it's possible, but I think it's possible because Portuguese banks give mortgages to non-residents, depending whether if you need it for a golden visa, then it's the rules are a little bit different. It's necessary first to invest the necessary amount to apply for golden visa. If it's just for business, well, it's possible. Yes, it's necessary to show some appropriate documents, but it's possible.
Okay, we have one last question from the audience, Alex. Hi, Alex, please unmute yourself. Okay, we have, I think he's not there. We have another question from Mr. Asif. Hi, Asif.
Hi. My question was regarding the company set up in Portugal under the investment program. What businesses are we open?
Sorry, we cannot hear you good. Can you repeat the question?
Asif, we can't hear you. Can you please unmute yourself?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
My question was regarding the program for setting up a company in Portugal. What other businesses we are open to there in Portugal, and what will be the criterias of percentage of a partnership, or it will be a sole proprietorship or a private limited company when we are setting up in Portugal?
Okay, so starting a business in Portugal, it depends what exactly you are interested in, because we have different kind of possibilities. Probably one of the most popular and most easy possibility is to invest in tourism sector, like buying some units in hotels that 100% has guaranteed income. Depends on the property, it has different percentage. Probably you already heard about that. We spoke about that today. If talking about different business, it depends already on the investor. How much you want to invest, what exactly, most important, what exactly you want to do, and from starting from there, we can already discover these. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. Can you repeat it, please? There was little audio.
Sorry?
Kateryna, you can repeat your answer. There was some audio issue.
Yeah.
You can repeat.
Yeah, and I want to add one more question to it. As you talk about the tourism part, if we set up a company which the property is used for the tourism purposes, and will it be considered as an investment as well as a company in that?
The quality of the song is too bad. It is impossible to understand the question.
Can you hear me?
Here's my suggestion. Asif, I think
maybe
you can connect with. Yeah.
Sorry?
I think you can connect with the Amber Star team offline. You can connect with them at the show and have a private conversation about the same. And I think Kateryna will be happy to answer all your questions.
Definitely, yes.
Great. Okay, great.
Thank you very
Lavanya,
much.
let's do one last question before we wrap up the session.
Yeah, Asif, you can join the show and then you can take your conversation forward.
Okay, you want me to ask right now or what?
No, you can you can visit them on their booth and ask their question there. We'll do another Q&A with,
Okay.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. We have one last question from Alex. Alex, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay,
Go ahead.
I think Alex is not here. I mean, okay. We have a couple of questions on the chat as well. Mr. Harish is asking what will be the rental income if we invest 280,000 euros in Portugal?
It depends on the property, of course. But we are always talking about between 4 and 7% per year.
Okay. Okay, I think you can continue the Q&A session on chat. There are lots of questions here.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll answer all the questions, and if you need any information, you have any questions, we are always free and happy to help you. You are always
Great.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Kateryna, for your presentation. We've posted the link on the chat for the IREX Residency and Citizenship virtual exhibition. The Amber Star Real Estate team will be available at their virtual booth to speak to you and answer all your queries. Thank you so much once again, Kateryna. Thank you everyone for being a part of the session.